Is the Sahara the largest desert in the world? I'm talking about that today. This is the third largest desert in the world, belonging to the category of subtropical deserts. This is the largest dry desert in the world. It covers an area of about 9 million square kilometers and is located in North Africa. The Sahara is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the west, the Atlas Mountains and the Mediterranean Sea to the north, the Red Sea to the east, and the semi-arid Sahel to the south. The Sahara includes a large part of Mauritania, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Mali, Chad, Niger, Tunisia, and Sudan. The Sahara Desert is often cited as the largest desert in the world, as it covers approximately 10% of the African continent. However, this is not entirely true, as it is only the largest hot desert in the world. The largest desert in the world is actually the continent of Antarctica, based on the definition of a desert as an area with less than 10 inches of precipitation per year. In addition to the sand dunes spread throughout the Sahara, there are arid mountain ranges, high plateaus, plains with rough rocks, shallow valleys, and oases. The highest point in the Sahara is Mt Kouzi, a dormant volcanic crater in Chad. It is 11,204 feet above sea level. The lowest point here is the Quatera Depression in Egypt, which is 436 feet below sea level. Most of the Sahara's sand dunes are located just north of its center, in Algeria and Libya. These have been built in different shapes due to long-term wind blowing. The Sahara has only 2 permanent rivers and a handful of lakes. But surprisingly, the Sahara has underground water sources. Between the 2 rivers that flow through the Sahara are the Nile and the Niger. The Nile begins in Central Africa and flows northward through the Sahara and falls into the Mediterranean Sea. The Niger River originates in West Africa and flows northeast through the Sahara, then turns southeast and flows through Nigeria to the Gulf of Guinea. Sahara has about 20 lakes. However, the usable level of water is Lake Chad, which is located within the borders of the Republic of Chad. This lake, which is shallow but spread over a large area, expands and contracts from time to time. The water in all the other lakes is saline in nature. Oases have been created because the underground water table of the Sahara has come to the surface in some places. The amount of water and topography varies by location. The Sahara Desert is divided into different geographical regions. The middle part of the desert is known as an arid zone, and there is no vegetation. There are coarse grasses in the northern and southern regions, desert shrubs, and trees in some humid areas. The Sahara Desert is a place that inherits one of the harshest climates in the world. It rarely rains in the Sahara. In addition, strong winds and wide temperature fluctuations can be seen in the Sahara. Annual rainfall is limited to a few inches throughout the whole of the Sahara, and much less in many places. Some places have not received rain for years, and suddenly it rains heavily. Then it doesn't rain again for several years. Winds blow from the northeast towards the equator throughout the year. Due to the dryness and high temperature of the desert, the moisture contained in these winds evaporates almost completely. These winds sometimes also pick up sand on the ground and form sandstorms. Very hot winds blow across the Sahara in summer. Temperatures sometimes exceed 100 degrees Fahrenheit in some parts of the Sahara. The highest temperature ever recorded in this region was 136 degrees Fahrenheit, recorded from Libya on September 13, 1922. In the Sahara, which is blessed with clear skies almost all year round, the evening and night temperatures drop about 40 degrees Fahrenheit below the daytime temperatures. In winter, the northern Sahara can even experience freezing temperatures. Some of the high peaks of the Sahara rarely experience snow during the winter. Grow in the Sahara, plants, and the animal community are very strongly adapted to the arid climate. In addition, they have to face strong winds, extreme temperatures, and large temperature fluctuations. Most animals in the Sahara meet their water needs from their food. They show physical adaptations for this. 70 species of mammals, 90 species of resident birds, 100 species of reptiles, and many types of insects live in the areas around the Sahara Desert. Mammals include Barbary sheep, oryx cattle, Anubis baboons, spotted hyenas, gazelles, foxes, and birds like ostriches, and animals like nymphs, lizards, scorpions, and crocodiles can be seen in this ecosystem. Most of the fauna of the Sahara live in its northern and southern borders and near water sources. The most famous animal in the Sahara is the camel. Camels have been used for transportation in this desert for thousands of years because of the natural adaptations that the creature has for water conservation and desert life. Due to the presence of two mollies, they can store water in their body for a period of time, and hard hooves made to be able to move forward along the sand dunes, hard lips made to be able to eat arid plants with thorns like cactus, as well as nose and eyebrows made for water conservation. There is nothing wrong with calling camels ships of the desert. Like all other deserts, the Sahara Desert has a very limited plant community. Most of these are located on the northern and southern borders of deserts, oases, and river valleys. Water sources are found through a long root system like the date trees that grow near oases, and this region also has several types of flowering plants that grow in a short time if there is a sudden rain in very arid areas. The seeds of these flowers are able to withstand harsh environmental conditions without germinating for many years. Don't forget to subscribe to us and click the bell icon to watch such interesting information daily. Thank you.